I'd like to start off giving Kal Halal Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai. I'd like to give honor and praises to the brothers and sisters out in the Hebrew community doing the work each week in and week out. And special thanks to the elders for bringing this knowledge to us so that we could impart it to the people. I'd like to start off with Colossians 3:17.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Mashiach Yahweh Shai, giving thanks to God and the Father by him.
So we come out here giving thanks to the Almighty Father in the name of his Son Yahweh Shai, and we pray that everything that we as well as you do be to the glory of the Most High in the name of Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Give me John 3:1.
Book of John, chapter 3, verse 1. There was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews. The same came to Yahushua by night and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art teacher come from God, for no man can do these miracles that thou doest except God be with him.
So right now we see Nicodemus go by night to see Yahushua, to talk to him, and he went by night. Being a Pharisee, he didn't want everybody to know that he was going to visit Yahushua to talk to him. Read on. Nicodemus was a leader of the Jews. A leader of the Jews. So let's see what's going on here.
Verse 3. Yahushua answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God.
So we see Jesus saying, Yahushua saying, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God. Except a man be born again. What does it mean for a man to be born again? 2 Ezra 14:34.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 14, verse 34. Therefore, if so be that you will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, you should be kept alive.
So we see that being born again, you have to subdue your understanding. Everything that you learn when you come into this walk, everything that you learn in the Christian church, everything that you learn in Islam, everything that you learn in whatever religious walk you took, when you come into the true knowledge of the Most High, you have to subdue your own understanding. All that garbage and filth that these pastors and imams and shamans are putting in your head, you have to let that go. Set it to the side. So you got to be born again. You have to come. Christ said, "Come as a little child." As a little child, right? When a little child, when you teach a little child, they learn from the instructor, and then after you learn, then you can go back and make an informed decision. But you have to be born again. You have to take that filth and put it out your mind and be retaught. Give me Acts 8:30. You have to be retaught. Because if you hold on to the doctrines that your pastors and imams gave you, you won't ever get to understand the word. You're not being born again. You holding on to the old man. You have to put off the old man and be born anew, and to make this walk with Yahushua and the Most High.
The book of Acts, chapter 8:30. And Philip ran hither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah and say, Understand thou what thou readest? And he said, How can I except some man guide me?
Right. So Philip ran over, he saw the Ethiopian eunuch on his way back from the Feast of Pentecost, and the Ethiopian eunuch was reading the book of Isaiah. And Philip heard him reading and run up on him and say, Do you understand what you read? And he said, How can I except some man guide me? And that's why we come out on these street corners. We got Sons of God right here. We got various different camps all throughout the United States, out here on the street corners, week in and week out, trying to give you the proper understanding of the word of the book. Because your pastors, they don't give you the understanding. If they call your church a New Testament church, then that's not the truth. Because as before it has been explained, you can't have a New Testament without understanding the Old Testament. You can't understand the new if you don't understand the old. That's why y'all celebrate Christmas, because y'all don't understand what the scriptures are meaning in the New Testament. That's why y'all celebrate Easter, because y'all don't understand what was going on during the life of Christ. That's why you got Good Friday when Christ was crucified on Wednesday. That's why you say he rose on the first day of the week when the scriptures say that he rose at the end of the Sabbath. Right? So your understanding is off because you haven't been born again. You don't have the understanding, and you don't want to understand. Scriptures say, wash you, make you clean. Right? You got to take all that filth that you've been learning all your life and set it to the side. You got a scripture.
Ma'am, you got any questions? Feel free.
I just want to see.
Okay, because we out here for y'all. We out here to answer questions. So, anything, you got any questions about what we doing?
I got you.
So,
I saw the way you was looking. It seemed like something I said kind of perplexed you. Is there anything I said that you got any questions about? Or do you understand what you read? Okay, so y'all attend Sunday service? Okay, do you understand why you go to church on Sunday instead of on the Sabbath? Why do you go to church on Sunday, on the first day of the week?
Oh, I go to church every Sunday to hear the word.
Oh, okay, I'm asking you why on the first day of the week. Do you understand why your congregation congregates on the first day of the week instead of on the Sabbath?
And the first day of the week is on a Monday, right?
No, it's Sunday.
Oh, okay. Now, I have read a book from the Mormon. They do Saturdays, you know.
Okay, what day of the week is Saturday?
Because Sunday is a day of rest.
Okay, that's not true. What day of the week is the Sabbath?
On a Sunday.
No. Give me Exodus 20 and 8. You give me Leviticus 23.
Now, what is your religion?
We don't believe in religion.
What are you?
We are walk of life. We the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. We are the children of the book.
You are too.
And so are you.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So what's the 7th day of the week?
It's not on Sunday?
Man, you got a calendar? You know, when you look on your calendar, what's the first day of the week on your calendar?
Monday. Hey, Monday is the first day of the week.
No, ma'am.
Not on my calendar.
Sunday is the first day of the week.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that's where I was raised in the country and everywhere.
It don't matter. Calendar same. Whether you was raised in except for in France. France, the first day of the week in France is Monday.
Really?
Yeah, in France. France, they got a Roman. They still use the Roman days. The Roman days for all the days of the week.
Mm-hmm.
In most countries, they use Celtic days, Celtic names for the days of the week. But France still use the Latin days.
Now, see, I was born and
Right.
raised in
But the first
country.
day of the week is the day of the sun, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And Constantine changed the worship from the Sabbath so they would not Judaize to the first day of the week, right? Back in around 325 AD.
Mm-hmm.
They made the first day of the week the day of worship, the venerable day of the sun, as to not Judaize their religion, right? But that's just what it is. That's why I say we don't believe in religion. We follow the book. We do what the book says. Give me Leviticus 23 and I think let's talk about the Sabbath. Yeah.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest, holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
Okay, so so-called Saturday, because really Saturday, that's a pagan name. It's named after the Saturn, the god Saturn, right? But the 7th day of the week. See, the Hebrews, they call their days by numbers, right? So the 7th day of the week, and the Hebrew day starts at sundown. So technically Friday sundown to Saturday sundown is the Sabbath day. And on the Sabbath day, you're supposed to have a holy convocation, a gathering, right? That's the day you're supposed to congregate and give your praise and worship to the Most High. That's the day that was commanded to give your praise and worship to the Most High. From Friday sundown to Saturday sundown is the Sabbath, a day of rest. You're not supposed to cook. You're not supposed to buy and sell. You know, you're not supposed to work, right? No work. No, that's a day of rest. It's when you refresh yourself from the 6 days you had to work. You're supposed to refresh yourself, honor the Most High, and do everything you're supposed to do to honor God. Sabbath day.
But when did you supposed to serve God then in the house?
You're supposed to serve the Most High every day.
Yeah.
See, that's another right why we say this ain't a religion. Your walk every day with the Most High is with the Most High. When you wake up today, you're supposed to do better than you did yesterday. Right? Go ahead.
Yeah. What he mean by when the scriptures say, it said the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest, a holy convocation. You shall do no work therein. The holy convocation means that's the gathering. That's the servant of the Lord.
Right.
The word holy just means separate. And you got to set out a separate day. That's the reason why the laws around the Sabbath are the way they are. You don't supposed to buy, sell, don't cook, don't kindle no fire, because you separating that day from what you do in all the other days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, to that Friday sundown. Everything that you do throughout that week, you separate the Sabbath day from that. And it's a holy convocation, meaning a separate gathering. Like how you gather with your people, you know what I'm saying, throughout the week. You might get together, you might have movie night or whatever, you know what I'm saying. But the Sabbath day, the holy convocation, the holy gathering that you have on the Sabbath day is basically the gathering that me and these brothers are having right now. You know what I'm saying? We serving the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord told us to, you know what I'm saying, to go to the highways and the hedges to wake our people up. So we doing our portion of what the Lord told us to do, on how we serving the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The Sabbath day, the 7th day, is the day that you serve the Lord. But there's a certain way you serve the Lord. You don't serve the Lord just through word. You serve the Lord through word and deed, like the scriptures say. You know, and you gather together with people of like mind, you know, and give your thanks to the Lord. But you serve the Lord every day. That's the reason why you got the instructions right here on how to walk and how to live your life. Right. You know, because the scriptures say that the commandments are life.
You're making me feel guilty about going to the store today.
Hey, you supposed to wait till the sun goes down.
You ever learn that in the church you go to? You ever learn anything about the Sabbath day in the church you go to? They don't teach that on.
Even if Sunday is your Sabbath day, you still go do and break the commandments of God because you cook, you shop, everything that the Most High say don't do on the Sabbath, y'all still do it on the Sabbath. Right? So y'all still ain't serving the Most High, because even though you say if that's your Sabbath, you still breaking the commandments. Right?
One more thing before you go to, have your pastor ever taught you that you was the Israelite that the Bible speaks of? He's not teaching you the truth then.
And when you come back, if you got a few minutes, we'll show you that how we understand that we're the children of the book. If you got a few minutes. But you shouldn't go in there and spend no money now. You just go in there and go to the bathroom and come on back. Hey, you can fast the rest of the day. The sun go down. The sun will be down in 4 o'clock. The sun will be down in 4.5 hours.
Well, today I bought a fish tank, and about 15 years ago, I got choked on the bone, and Emily had to come get me. Well, this time,
so you were eating it on the Sabbath.
No, this time I swallowed one, but my doctor, which is Chinese, told me to eat a banana. And I was flying down the road from my house, my leg was blowing at me, but I didn't have time to stop. I was going to the bathroom. And then I remember she told me to eat 2 bananas, and it went down. The last time it cost me about $1,500 at that emergency room.
But
But
you,
I
he,
couldn't
made,
breathe.
he
I
gave you
couldn't
bought
breathe.
that fish sandwich on the Sabbath, and you ain't supposed to buy and sell on the Sabbath.
I can't
And
cook.
you about to go break the commandment again.
I
And
can't-
then, now here go the problem. He gave you a scatter first time. This time he'll put you down. Because you breaking it, you know the commandment now. And now you're going to go break
I
it.
done been to the edge because I'm a counsel about.
Hey, that's all praises, but you go in there and you break the commandment after we just told you what the commandment was. The next time the Lord, he might put you down.
I might pray about it then.
One more scripture before you go, still. One more.
It's the book of Hebrews chapter 10 verse 26. For if we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sin. And see, that's what the brother telling you. You know, since you done learned this a little something, cause you ain't been here no about 5-7 minutes. But the little that you have learned, you're supposed to apply that as soon as you learn it. Because if you sin willfully after you receive the knowledge, there's no more remission of your sins. You know what I'm saying? So the brother, he put it in a way, but he actually it's nothing but love, because he telling you you shouldn't go in there and spend no money because you got the knowledge of the Sabbath and how you supposed to respect the Sabbath now. But it's up to you. We can't, like the book of, the book of Romans, you know what I'm saying, the 14th chapter said he got to be convinced in his own mind. You know what I'm saying? We can only go out here and spread the message. It's up to you to receive it. You know?
I know.
But
I work 5 days a week.
Yeah.
I keep children in my house. The only day I had to do anything is on Saturday. Because Sunday I go to church.
All right, well,
Monday, I'm
You
right
should
back
stop
at
going
it.
to church and use that time on a Sunday.
Right.
That's
You
how you
supposed
gotta do.
ask your pastor why y'all go to church on the first day of the
How
week.
much y'all do?
He
And
ain't gonna
then
give you no answer.
and tell him to come out here and talk to us.
Okay.
Because he ain't going to give you no good answer.
Okay then. Thank you.
And tell him to give you scripture for that too now. You need book, chapter, and verse.
You like-
BCV, baby. Book, chapter, and verse. Why y'all go to church on the first day of the week?
Oh, okay then. Thank you.
Alright. So then he gonna pull Acts 20 and 7, but that's why I said come on down here, because I can cut that right. Right. Oh, yeah.
But hey, that goes to show, man, that our people act like they want the truth,
Right.
especially with our women, man, the black woman, right. You can just see it in with that, but any brother that's married, you know what I'm saying, got a household at the house, you got a woman at the house, you can clearly see the stubbornness in a black woman, because they'll tell you out their mouth, I want you to tell me the truth. I just want the truth. But when you give them the truth, that's your worst nightmare. You know what I'm saying? Because they like to be lied to, man. A black woman love to be lied to. You can tell a black woman, I don't like your hair like that. And she be like, why you don't like my hair like that? Ain't nothing wrong with this and that, this and that. She go 3-4 months without it. She been made a big fuss about it the first time. So she go 3-4 months without getting it like that again. Then she'll get it like that again. She'll ask you again, you like my hair? And you say, yeah, baby, I like it. You won't hear nothing.
Right.
And she ain't got she gotta have a selective memory, because it just been 2 or 3 months. You just told her you didn't like that shit. But now that you saying you like it, that's the only thing she want to hear. She know deep down inside you don't like the shit. She just want to hear you say you like it, just to satisfy her own personal interest. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Women just like to be lied to, man.
Give me Proverbs 14:1. So we got on the brush last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we gonna talk about the sisters a little bit today.
Book of Proverbs chapter 14 verse 1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish pluck it down with her hand.
So that's what the brother going into about you women, right? Every wise woman build her house. She submit to the leader of her house. She submit to her head that's in her house. But that foolish woman, she do everything she can to pluck it down. You got the man, I know these jakes, I know these men, they ain't all righteous, man. And that's something that we got to work on as a community. Like I said, we got on the brothers last week. But you women, y'all culpable too. Y'all got a part to play in all this too. Because you can't have a nation without the women. The women are the first teachers of the children. And if you don't have a righteous mindset, then you're going to teach that child wickedness. But every wise woman, she's going to do the things that's necessary to build up her house. And that's where everything starts, in the beginning. Before you get to the community, everything starts in the house. And even though the man is the leader and head of the house, that woman is the builder. She's the one that keeps everything in order. She's the helpmeet to the man. And every wise woman will build her house. But the foolish woman pluck it down with her own hands. You get a wild hand in your behind, and you can tell this dude, call him everything but a child of the Most High, and then you let your emotions get the best of you. And a lot of these wicked jakes, man, they don't want to hear that, so they leave. They like, hey, babe, I'm going to get a pack of cigarettes. And you see that nigga 10 years later. Right?
But hey, Slakia, you know, but you got to think about this, though. Can you blame him? Can you blame him? Because you got to think about this. The way this society is built, the man catch way more hell than a woman on a day-to-day basis in the workforce and in everyday life. You know what I'm saying? So the Bible and the scriptures are wrote for a reason. Like the scriptures say, the woman shall be a helpmeet unto her husband, man. You know what I'm saying? A pillar of rest. You know, cause men need that. You know what I'm saying? When they get off a day's work, you got kids. You gotta deal with some brothers are separated from some of their kids. Now you gotta deal with baby mama, drama. Then you gotta come home to a wife that's not understanding. She yap this, yap that. Then you wonder why a man that said, fuck it, I'm gonna leave. You know? Because you gotta, for one, it's only so much a person can take. Like the brother saying, a wise woman building her house, man. And you know how a wise woman build her house? Recognize that she got a righteous man and do what the hell it takes to keep that household going. Because of the Lord is working with that man. It may seem like that man ain't got pot to piss in at that time. Y'all might be going through hardships and all that. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you keep your end of the bargain and act like a woman, a righteous woman supposed to, that the Lord will bless that household, man, and y'all will be able to get to where y'all eventually wanted to go and be in life. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have that patience, like the man gotta have patience dealing with your mouth all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? But a foolish woman tear it down. You know how she tear it down? She listens to outside sources. You know what I'm saying? She don't know when to shut the hell up. You know, she don't know she don't know her limit on anything, whether it be alcohol, whether it be damn words. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be food or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Women they don't understand they limits on nothing. So that's the reason why a man will pack up and leave, because he got that foolish woman that's gonna tell stuff down, man. You can't never get nowhere with her. You know what I'm saying? But I got a precept, you know what I'm saying, on how a woman is supposed to build her household, man.
Bring it out.
Book of Titus chapter 2, verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness. So you know what I'm saying? It's like that's how you build your household, man. That's the first rule, is being in behavior, like in holiness, man. Because a man, we go through things in the workforce just so like the women do, but we got more composure, man. We got more common sense. Just to say, we got more common sense than the woman, man, because they react off emotion, man. We react rationally. They irrational. You know what I'm saying? So we know how to hold our peace for the most part, but a woman, they emotional. But you act holiness. It says be that they be in behavior, becoming holiness. Not false accusers, not giving to much wine, teaches a good thing. So if you be in behavior, you being that pillar of rest for that man. You teaching the kids, you cleaning, you doing your womanly duties as a wife. That man gonna respect and love you as such, man. Verse 4.
Verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober.
And that they teach the young women to be sober, man. You know? And not just teach them to be sober, teach them in all things, man, because you always got eyes watching you, man. You know what I'm saying? If you got a young daughter or a niece, or it could just be any woman. Cause these black women that got to the point where they'll just blurt out and lash out all in public, all you know what I'm saying? You got people watching. These young women that coming up, they seeing how they dad get treated, how their uncle get treated by the women, and they think that's normal behavior, man. Right?
To love their husbands, to love their children.
To love their husband, man. You know how you love your husband and love your children? First, how you love your husband is to be in obedience. You know what I'm saying? To submit. Do whatever it takes to make that man happy. Which, if you got a righteous man, only thing it takes is submission, man. It don't take you to damn bungee jump off a damn bridge to prove your love for somebody. You know what I'm saying? It just takes submission, man. If that man said, look, hey, I get home at 4 o'clock in the evening, I want dinner cooked, and I want the house to be clean on a day-to-day basis. How hard is that? If you could do that on a day-to-day basis, your household will be straight. You won't have to deal with none of the other bullshit. But when you go outside of that, then when you start having problems, then you start lacking and slacking in your own duties as a woman. Then when it's time for you to say, oh, I like that diamond ring right there, or I need me another necklace, mine broke. I need me a pair of shoes, and you wonder why that man look at your ass and look off and continue watching TV and you don't never get it, then you wonder why. But only thing you gotta do is just look back on your own actions. What you asked him, what he asked of you, you can't do it, so why you think when you open your mouth about something, you gonna instantly get it? Only thing it takes is submission. You submit, you'll get anything you want.
Right? That's right. So also back again, to love their husbands, to love their children.
And how you show you love your children, man? To bring them up in the right upbringing, man. Give them the right examples. Don't have them coming home seeing you arguing back and forth with their daddy every day. Like the brother said, calling him everything but a son of God. You know what I'm saying? You don't want you bring your kids up in that type of environment, man. You know, fussing and fighting every day, or being disobedient. Oh, I don't need a man to tell me what to do. I don't need a man for this. I don't need a man for that. Showing them the bad examples, bringing them up in the scriptures, man, in the right ways, in the law, statutes, and commandments, and guiding them through life, using the instructions of the Most High. That's how you show your child that you love them. You know, that's it.
Chase, keep it there.
Come.
You want to go back?
Come. You dead straight. That's straight.
Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 44. This going back into teaching your children. What you women don't understand is you are teaching your daughter every day just by example.
That's
right. Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 44. Behold, everyone that uses proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
That's right.
Right? So you when it say bring your children up in righteousness, to learn to love your children and to be righteous and to be sober, the first thing you got to do is come back to the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Right? Love is an action. It ain't a feeling. Love is doing. Right? And the commandments are to be done. So when you do these commandments, that's how you show love. Just like it's saying in 1 John 5 and 3, right? The love of God is to keep the commandments. So when you teach your children the commandments, and when you are practicing the commandments yourself, then you show the fruit that you're a righteous woman towards your husband and towards your children. Right? And the older women, y'all supposed to teach the younger women how to love how to love their husband, how to love their children. And then what do? You teach them the law, statutes, and commandments from a child up. Right?
In the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 12. For whom the Lord loveth, he correcteth, even as a father the son in whom he delighteth. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. You know what I'm saying? So what's the understanding of that? It just said man, but it's man and woman. The same way the Lord corrected us because he loved us, you're supposed to correct your child and bring your child up in the right way, because that's how you show love towards them, man. That's how you show them love, correcting them by the law, statutes, and commandments and the guidance that the Lord has put down. And you know, and happy is that man or woman when they find and when they get that understanding, because life becomes a whole lot more easier whether people know it or not. On the outside looking in, people think this truth is something hard, man. But it's really, it's the most simplest lifestyle you can live. Only thing you gotta do is just go by the book, man. Right. If you go by the book, it's the simplest way to live, man. Bring your kids up the right way. And that's where it starts.
That's right.
If you bring your kids, if we all bring our kids up in the right way, the next generation already got a head start on us. Because all our kids already got the foundation in which they need to make the world a better place. You know? Because everybody go already have the instructions on how to guide their lifestyle. And we want to do that, it start with the kids first, man. You're supposed to do that. And bring your kids up in the right way. Your kids got to be willing and not be damn demons. Because some going to fall by the wayside regardless. But for the most part, we bringing our kids up in this way of life. It ain't got no choice but to get better and better for our nation.
That's right. So, and that goes back to what we started off with. You have to subdue your own understanding because you've been learning wickedness.
That's right.
So you need to put all that to the side and come back to the Most High. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 10. Say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him. As for my people, children are their oppressors. So you got the children oppressing because they've been raised by wicked parents. A wicked woman, a wicked man, single parent home, a wicked woman wicked. She got Edward, Sam, and Charlie coming in throughout the week. What she showing her children, right? And then when he get old enough, he ain't got no male figure. He go out and learn off the street. He learn how to do evil, right? Our people are wise to do evil, but to do good, they had no knowledge, right? And children, as for my people, children are their oppressors. That's why you got all these gangs. These gang violence is kids. They between 12 and 19 years old. They the ones out here oppressing everybody. They running in groups. They the ones robbing and killing and stealing. And then they the reason for the rise and spike in black on black crime. But that starts at home. That starts in the home, right? And women rule over them. That's because you simple jakes leaving the household and you leave your children. That's one of the curses in Deuteronomy. Like you got an evil eye toward your brother. You leave the wife of your bosom and your children. Now these children growing up without no guidance, without no instruction, without a male figure. And now you got what we see today. This wickedness in this world, right? And the women running the household, the women rule over them. So now the women are raising young boys like women. Now now you talk about the COVID pandemic, we got a faggot pandemic going on around here, right? Every time you can't go nowhere without seeing a man in a dress. A full-grown nigga with a beard with a dress on.
He's celebrity, man.
Right? The celebrities, they pushing the LG. Black Lives Matter is an LGBT organization. Don't let your young men and women roll with them. Talk about no Black Lives Matter. Black lives ain't never mattered in the United States of America since 1619. Black lives haven't mattered. We need to separate from that and do our own thing, right? And we need to separate and be righteous, right? Black Wall Street was a great community, but the problem was they didn't separate, right? It was wickedness going on in Black Wall Street too. That's why it got destroyed. But their first mistake was they didn't separate. Because if they had separated, it would have never got destroyed, because it would have never been a little black boy in the elevator with a white woman to get accused of raping a white woman. That would have never happened. So we need to separate, man, and build our own. But with these women, with the way our men are and our women are today, we got the wicked men They getting locked up at an astronomical rate. And we got wicked women running the household, raising the children to be wicked, because women rule over them. Right? Then the women are ruling the preachers in the churches. Right? You got how you got a first lady in the church? How you got a government, a first lady in the church? Where does that come from? Show me first lady in the Bible. How you get a first lady? Why is she the first lady? If the husband died, she still the first lady? Huh? Or y'all call her mother then, huh? This wickedness. Right? And you got the little boys in the choir singing. Don't know what they singing, they just singing, and oh, that's my baby, he's so precious. Because you're a wicked woman. You ain't taught them no Bible, but you got them up there singing in the choir. And you got a homosexual choir director. Because women rule over you. Children are our oppressors, and women rule over you, and you got a faggot choir director. Right? But you don't see nothing wrong with that. There used to be a time when older women would have show a great disdain toward the homosexual community. Now you go ask an older woman, and they start to accept it. Because they nephew or their grandchild or somebody in their family is a homosexual. So they trying to look at it from a different perspective through different eyes. But the Most High don't like that. Give me Romans 1 and 26. The Most High don't like that. He don't like the act, and he don't like you that uphold the act and support the act, right?
Book of Romans chapter 1 verse 26. For this cause God hath given them up unto a vile affection.
For the cause is because they left the words of the Most High. They violated the law, statutes, and commandments. So he gave them up to vile affection, right?
For even their women did change their natural use to that which is against nature.
So now you got the LGBT community running Black Lives Matter.
Right.
They don't want the men. They want the men to be soft and effeminate, so they can rule over them. And they've been around 7 years, and they helped out one black community. If Black Lives Matter, where's all that damn money going that's been donated to y'all over the past 7 years? But y'all got a charter bus. Read on.
Verse 27. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burning in their lust one towards another.
So homosexuality turns out you ain't born a homo. It's lust. And this is what I don't understand. Y'all trying to chill on the homosexual, you trying to chill on a sexual act between same-sex persons. But when you was growing up, your mom and your daddy told you to abstain from sex with the little girl, right? To be strong and abstain, and they called it fornication. They said abstain, don't do it. My mama told me, leave them little girls, leave the pissy tail girls alone. They mama told them, leave them little girls because you're going to get in trouble with these little girls. But they told you to abstain. But when it comes to these homosexuals, then they ain't supposed to abstain. They get to act on their lust, and nobody get to judge nothing they do.
Right, it's like it. You know, now it's oh, you love who you love. You were born like that. It's three-year-old boys coming out, 6-year-old boys saying that they trapped in the wrong body. You know, they coming out as gay or coming out as trans or whatever. And like the brother said, when we was coming up, our mama beat our ass to keep us away from little girls. You know what I'm saying? But now all of a sudden these kids can act on their lust, and they get caught in the room molesting each other as little boys. Then they go get evaluated, and the therapist or the doctor say, well, no, that's natural. They just acting out what they was naturally born with. They just attracted to the same sex. But no, okay, what happened to back in the day where you, like the brother said, you're supposed to sustain from all of those acts, man. You know? That's all I got. But hey, you see how we told her to come back. You see how she went straight to the
She looked over here.
Yeah,
Still
yeah.
over here.
And she
straight in the car.
straight to the car because you know why? They don't want no.
They
you
hate
don't
to
want
be
no
rebuked,
proof.
man.
Yeah, go back to Rome, but let me bring this out.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20.
Bring it out.
Woe unto them that call evil good
That's
and
right.
good evil.
That's right.
That put darkness for light and light for darkness.
That's
Right.
man.
And I couldn't get me no little cooch when I was 15. Well, it was the biggest thing in the world, right? But now these 15-year-old boys run around banging on each other, and they get to freely act out on their own lust, right? Going back to Romans
It's
1.
like if I can add, like you see, man, like this, all like the brother going into all this homosexuality being promoted. They promoting that like it's good, but then we'll come out here, you know what I'm saying? Because us brothers, we believe multiple wives is righteous, but they'll call that evil. You know what I'm saying? They'll look down on that, but then you'll promote a man being with a man, a woman being with a woman. But when a man have multiple wives, you know what I'm saying? That's good for the household if it's done in righteousness.
That's right. Romans 1:27.
It is good for the community
Right.
too, because guess what? Your seed is being spread.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can create more Israelite children.
That's right.
And once you, like we were going into earlier, bring them up in the right way, then you know you help benefit the nation, man.
Right.
That's right.
You know, but
We want
back
to get down to the part where we talk about the people that support that.
verse 28.
Yeah, go ahead.
The book of Romans chapter 1:28. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind,
Right.
to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication,
Right.
wickedness,
Right.
covetousness,
Right.
maliciousness.
Every homosexual you know fit this description. Start that again. Then let me tell you, every homosexual, if you can't tell me that they don't got this ain't talking about these homosexuals out here. Read.
Verse 29. Being filled with all unrighteousness,
Right.
fornication,
Right. So they fornicate, they have unlawful sex,
wickedness,
wickedness,
covetousness,
covetousness, because they selfish. They selfish as hell. Read.
maliciousness.
Malicious. And boy, ain't nothing worse than a faggot killing another faggot. Boy, that's overkill. They stab you 57 times, right? You was dead after they stab you the 3rd time, but they keep on stabbing you. They malicious. Homosexuals are malicious, man. Read.
Full of envy.
Envy. Man, they always got something to say about somebody else. They jealous. They what we call a hater. A homosexual is a hater. And you can't say nothing to correct them. But they gonna snap off on you with that little faggoty thing they do. Right? You know, murder, cause they hate their brothers, right? You got to hate a man to bang him in the butt, man. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Read.
Debate.
They always got something to say. And they so effeminate, they always got something to say. You can't tell a homosexual nothing. Especially these flames. You can't tell them nothing. And the women, they the worst ones. You roll up on one of them butch women, man, and this hoe be trying to fight you, man.
Yeah.
Like you don't know, you be conflicted on the inside because you want to punch her because she look like a dude, but you know you can't hit that. That's what society teaches you. You can't hit that woman. But she running up on you like she a dude, man. Read.
Deceit.
Deceit, hey, that speak for itself, man. Cause why? Cause they got trannies now. Trannies is deceit. And then they telling you that what was that stupid shit I saw on Facebook? Straight men are transphobic because they don't want to date a transsexual woman. What the hell is that? Like
No, cause like I seen on Facebook where it was, I don't know, it wasn't no post. It was just know how they had look. They was like, straight men are more attracted to trans women. So I said, what statistic is this?
Yeah.
Right.
Who?
What men they
Exactly.
surveyed?
Who did this survey?
Right.
You know, they are more attracted to trans women than ever before. Some shit is said.
Yeah.
Damn,
But
what the hell they did that goddamn
it's deceit, man.
survey at, man?
Right.
Real?
Right, and like they try to demonize the singer Genuine a while back. He was on this reality show and there was a transgender woman on there, or whatever, on there, and she wanted to hug and kiss him and he refused to do it. And they started demonizing the brother like he did something wrong, but he didn't want to kiss this damn transgender.
Right. Deceit. Okay, what's after deceit?
Malignity.
Malignant. Yeah, they are cancer. They're cancer. They are one of the cancers of the earth. A homosexual, a faggot is a cancer on this earth. And they need, that's Most High said get rid of them, and they don't need to be around us or our kids. They are cancer. They are bigger cancer as Esau. Read.
Whisperers.
Whisperers, yeah. Read them.
Backbiters.
Mm-hmm.
Haters of God.
Yeah, you know they hate the Most High.
Despiteful.
Despiteful, right?
Proud.
And show me a homosexual that ain't proud. That's what they got. Gay pride. They proud. Right? And they dare you to say anything about it. I remember 50 years ago, man, if there was a homosexual man in the hood, they would get beat down.
Right.
They would keep it secret. You couldn't even go outside switching or nothing when we was kids. But what happened in the last 20, 30 years? Read.
Boasters.
Boasters, yep, they braggarts. They braggadocious. I got this, you ain't got that, blah, blah. All that gay shit. Read them.
Inventors of evil things.
Oh, yeah. Read them.
Disobedient to parents.
Yep.
Without understanding.
Without understanding.
Covenant breakers.
Covenant breakers. This the covenant. They breaking it. Right? Read on.
Without natural affection.
They don't have no natural affections. They not only is the homosexual part, but they don't have no natural affection toward their brothers and sisters, man. They some evil people, man. Homosexuals are evil people when they want to be. They evil, man. Like I said, man, they don't kill you, they overkill you. Right? Read on.
Implacable.
Implacable, yeah. Read on.
Unmerciful.
Read.
Who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death.
Now, we come out here and tell y'all that those people that do stuff like this are worthy of death. Right? Read on.
Not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
Right. So when we come, y'all people that claim that y'all ain't homosexuals, y'all on the low, y'all do the same, and then y'all take pleasure in them that do. Y'all worthy of death just like the homosexuals, because y'all supporting that stuff. Y'all pushing it. Y'all pushing this agenda. This agenda is in place because the so-called white man is in at least 17 states. They dying at a rate more than they being born. And they say in 50 years that the so-called white man is going to be the minority in this nation. So they got this homosexual agenda in place. They got Margaret Sanger's Planned Parenthood agenda in place. They trying to depopulate you so they can stay in power for their kids, right? So, and we just play along with it because we assimilated into this society. But y'all don't go for it. You can't even watch a cartoon without seeing homosexuality in it no more, man. If you parents, y'all watch what y'all kids are watching, man, because they trying to slide it in there in every wake of your life. Right?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 9. The show of their countenance do witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. And that's what you see going on today, man. Because what was Sodom known for? It was known for a lot of wickedness, but the main wickedness that was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah was what? Homosexuality. When you even had the angels that came to deliver life, what the men of the city tried to do? They tried to break in the house and rape the angels, man, to the point where he was told them, I got 2 daughters that have not known men, you can have them. They said, hell no, now that you said that, we're going to take you and rape you too, man. That go to show you the wickedness of homosexuality, like the brother was going into, man. And it said they do show that they show their countenances, right? Like how we see it today, man. There used to be a certain thing, we were growing up as high in the closet. Now, it ain't no such thing as in the closet.
That's right.
Now, being a homosexuality is the new norm, and being straight, now you looked at it being damn weird, man. If you ain't gay or if you don't accept homosexuality, they looking at you like you evil and wicked. Exactly, man.
And the bad part about it is, over half of these little girls that claim to be lesbians, in 5 years they're gonna be pregnant and straight, and it's just like a little phase they went through, right? And the ones that stay homosexual, you tear it in their spirit, man.
But I don't understand that part when, okay, you gotta use a device that is shaped and look like a penis, You showing that you need a man's unit.
And they get with a woman
inside
that
you.
look like a man.
And you get with a woman that look like a man.
And then got a strap on.
You know, and you got to use a device that look similar, if not molded out of a penis, but you claiming you don't like a man. Like, what is it? Like, you don't like the man, you don't like the masculinity of a man,
right.
but you like the image of a man. That's what it is. And that's how the society is made, to try to demasculinize,
right.
you know what I'm saying, especially the so-called black man,
Right.
man.
That's right.
Because they don't want, they see the power that we have, and they want to emasculate, you know what I'm saying, our men, man. Because the black woman that be call themselves lesbian or whatever, you like men. You just don't like a man to try to to rule over you.
Yeah.
You want a woman to sympathize with you and to beg you and to, you know what I'm saying? Because that, you can see the spirit on women, man.
Right.
When something to go down in the household, hey, y'all can stay mad for about a month, because if you a strong black man, you gonna like the hell with it. Hey,
Right.
she'll come around.
Right.
I ain't finna go on bending knee, begging and pleading, saying I'm sorry and this and that, when you the cause of this shit.
Right.
Hey, if you that mad, you can pack your shit, you can leave. I can
Right.
get me another one.
That's right.
Because, hey, like the old word is saying go, it's plenty fish in the sea, man.
That's right.
You know? But that's how it is especially with the so-called black woman, man. She like to pout and try to manipulate you into taking the blame for shit. And see, that's how a butch woman would do. Because they desperate for attention. That's the reason why they turn gay anyway. They desperate for attention, so they'll do those emasculating things to that woman to please her. But a strong black woman, a strong black man ain't gonna do them things, man.
Nowadays, these damn butcher shit, they whooping these women asses too.
They whoop them, but guess what though? They come back on bending knee.
Right.
That's something that a strong black man ain't gonna do.
Right.
You know, a strong black man be like, the hell with it, man. Hey, if the problem correct itself, it correct itself.
Right.
Only how it's gonna correct itself is it just time heal our wounds, unless she come back and apologize and get shit straight before me going back this and that. And if it gets to the point where shit gotta be separated, then oh well. But
Right.
a bush woman ain't gonna do that. She'll put hands on, but that same night she'll be in there, baby, I'm sorry, baby. See, that's what the black woman wants.
Right.
The black woman don't give a damn about hands being put on her, man. I done seen black women get beat down, stomped in cement, man.
Some of them like that, man.
Yeah, and they still be with that man.
Right,
They
right.
can get stomped in the cement, and the man be like, get your shit, get the fuck away from me. And she'll run behind him, grab him. No, baby,
Shit, they
come on
respect
home.
them men more than they respect the man that try to
That's
love
right,
them, man.
that's
And be
right.
there for 'em.
To provide
ain't
for
talking
them,
right. That's
love
what he
them, you know what I'm saying, to be there for them, to try to introduce them to the finer things in life. They don't respect that. But when a man just stomp their head
They
into the
feel like
damn
that love
pavement,
right there.
that's love. They running behind, they don't want that man to leave. No, baby, don't leave. Come on, let's go home, let's go home. The man clearly telling you to get the hell away from him. He done beat you down 3 times in front of all this folks, and you still running them behind him. But you get a righteous man that know how to treat a woman, got a good job, gonna provide for you, take care of the kids, and take care of the household. You don't respect him, though.
Right.
That's right. That
That
goes,
shit
that
backwards,
goes right
man.
back. Proverbs 14:1. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. It's right. It's just a circle. It's just like the cycle of balance, man. It's a circle. Get this instruction, build your house wisely, and you stand on that foundation. But a foolish woman gonna plug it down. Proverbs chapter 9, verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. And that's what the brother was talking about earlier, man. Y'all don't know when to stop. Y'all don't know when to shut up. Y'all push a man to the edge.
That's right.
And y'all want him to hit you so you can call the police. Who gonna come out there and kill him? Y'all already know this. A wicked woman will do whatever she can to get you killed. I'm surprised Dr. Dre wife ain't called the cops on him yet. With all that money at stake, man, the best way to get the cops to kill him. I'm surprised. But I think they've been separated since March, though. right?
But then you think of Salaki, I don't mean to
Go
interrupt.
ahead.
But you look at it, man. Look how successful that brother is. Now this saying a lot of things on two fronts. I'm gonna hit both of them. But look how successful that brother is. And what he do, he go marry ugly ass Edomite woman, man. They got a face of a fucking transvestite.
That might be.
You know,
I heard Dr. Dre swung that way. You know?
Yeah, that's the point. You know what I'm saying? Look how big her damn chin is, like a damn man. It might be a man. But you got the successful black man, you gonna go to that. But okay, she white. But that's saying a lot too, because on the next tip, this man got all this man, but guess who he chose? A white woman, because you know why? It ain't gonna be none of this all the damn time, man. She gonna say, well, man, look, I'm happy to have this successful black man. She gonna do whatever she can to lift that man up. You see how he was able to become a damn billionaire?
Right.
Because he didn't have no damn stress. He was able to go to the studio and make up all these beats and write these rhymes and this and that and build his empire.
Right.
He didn't have to have no bullshit on his mind like, damn, man, it's damn, gotta argue with her about damn food in the damn refrigerator. This and that. No, the black woman to make up a damn argument about any damn thing. You know, and he got a white woman and he was able to be successful. If he had a damn black woman, man, he wouldn't able to be able to claim up that goddamn quick, man. Because she would have been holding him down mentally, man, and spiritually. Because she always got something to damn say, man. She can't never just sit back and be happy. The black woman cannot be happy, man.
They don't have patience.
You know? But that man went and got him an ugly ass white woman to share their empire with. When all these damn black women running around here going to damn Dr. Miami, getting these damn fake asses and getting all this fat injected into their hips to make their ass bigger. And this man went and got a straggly looking ass damn white woman to spend that money with.
Right.
What's that saying about the black woman, man? Y'all need to get right, man. Y'all need to make a change, man. Cause you ain't gonna never have nothing successful because you don't know how to see it when you have it. Not saying that he the image of success. My point is, you got all the success you can look for in a righteous man of God, because our riches is gonna be abundant when and if we make it to the kingdom. If you got the patience enough to stick with that man, you gonna have a portion of that. But it's just like in the worldly sense. The brother said you can't be patient enough, man. You can't even be patient in the carnal sense. How much more you gonna think you're gonna be patient in spiritual sense to know that we telling you that this reward is gonna be great, but you can't see this reward.
Right.
You know, but you can see these worldly possessions that these other brothers and people got in this world. You can't even be patient enough to receive that, man. So how much more the kingdom of God, man?
Yes. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground, for delicateness and tenderness. Her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter, and towards the young one that cometh out from between her feet, and towards her children which she shall bear. And
see, that scripture right there is on point, because when a woman, if you read that to a woman, your wife, it'll go over her head because she don't think she do nothing wrong, man. She don't think it's nothing wrong. But the way her eye is evil towards her husband, man, is by not submitting, man. The way she shows she love her husband is by submitting, man. So if you ain't submitting to your husband, you got an evil eye towards your husband, man. That's just like if we don't keep the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments, then guess what? We don't love the Lord, man. It's the same with the marriage between a man and a woman, man. If you're not doing what that man tell you to do and what that man desire for you to do in that household, then you don't love that man, man. If you ain't fully submitted to that man, then you don't love him the way you think you love him. You might have some love for him, but full unconditional love you don't have for that man, because if you did, he wouldn't have no problem. You'll be a pillar of rest. You'll be a pillar of rest to him, man. But anytime you have to keep going back and forth with a woman, this and that, then that love ain't 100%, man.
First Peter chapter 3, verse 6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are.
See with that, these women, they'll never get on that level that Sarah was on, man. You know, you might got some of them out there, but it's rare, you know. But for the most part, man, these women will never get on a spiritual level to what Sarah was at, to call their husband Lord, not just to call it out their mouth, to think it, man. Because damn the word, just show me I'm your Lord, man. I don't give a damn about you saying, hey Lord, it'll feel weird anyway. But show me in your mind, in your spirit, that you view me as your Lord. They will never get on that spiritual aspect, man, because if that was the case, man, you